Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, really. What, I, what we're going to speak about today, what I'll talk about today, will be the power of thought, the power of connection. And that's really what I'm going to try to speak about today, about power of thought and what thought has to deal with whatever work that we do in our lives, whether it be mediumship, healing, uh, spiritual work, taking care of people. It's our thoughts going out from us. I know people have heard your thoughts are creative. They create things within your life. That's what our thoughts bring us and what our thoughts bring us throughout our lives. So we have to decide what are we going to think. And I know it's hard. I explain to people it's hard to try to understand what really thoughts, how we can quiet, how we can maneuver that brain of ours to think very positive thoughts most of the time. We get ourselves in those situations in our lives that our thoughts go to more of a negative situation. When people get bad news about our health, our vibration goes into a negative situation. Things go into a vibration within our lives. So we have to realize that as we move into the vibration within our lives, allow yourself, allow yourself to balance that. And I've said here during talks and different things in the vibration, remember a lot of the stuff within your vibration is more of affirmations, changing the mind thought, putting the thoughts that you would like to have in your life on paper, on situations within your life. So write down affirmations, say them as you walk through the house, put them on post-it notes, put them in places where you would kind of repeat them to yourself. And that changes the mind thought, it changes that forward motion of the boat. It kind of directs it in the right vibration. No matter what's going on in your life, what's happening in your vibration, no matter what's happening, you're directing your thoughts in that vibration towards that level and where you can control the vibration of what you're personally thinking. If you think you're unwell, you're probably going to be unwell. If you think you're not going to get any money, you're not going to get any money. Different things, your vibration is what we personally put out into the vibration, is what we receive from spirit. What you're thinking right this moment, right here, while we're listening to this right now, what you're thinking and what you're putting in motion within your vibration will start to manifest itself within about 3 weeks. So what you're thinking, say right now, whatever's going on in your life, was something back 3 weeks ago. It was back thoughts and vibrations are creating this personal vibration within your life as we move forward. So quieting the thought, changing the vibration, changing the thought within your life. So that's what we have to do in our lives, is to change the connection, that those receptors within our brain, change those and try to get them more in a positive nature. When you do mediumship or you connect to mediumship, it's the raising of the vibration, raising of the energy. It's the commentary, it's the raising of the vibration, connecting to the spirit world. And if our thoughts are, I can't get there, I can't see spirit, I can't find them, I don't know what to do, then what's going to happen, what you're going to happen is you're going to end up with situations and vibrations within your life that you do not get to understand because you're going to go, well, it's not working. Well, because of the thoughts, the vibration you're putting out into the spirit world. What you're doing is you're trying to find that, I won't say purpose, it's your true purpose, your true journey. Sometimes we're kind of traveling through the back streets of the city, not really on the main road, but through the back streets of the city because that's where we feel we deserve to be. Until we finally start changing the vibration in our lives to a very positive nature, and we start seeing the lights of the main city and the main city. So when we're thinking our thoughts, ask yourself, is that a good thought? Is that a good vibration? Should I be thinking that? Start questioning your mind, start questioning the vibration within your mind of what you're personally thinking. When I do healings on people, I want to send the most beautiful healing from the universe to your energy field. And I'm hoping that the person sitting for the healing, the person sitting to receive the healing, is still in that vibration too, of attracting and propelling into their vibration this beautiful positive energy from the universe. But it still takes the two vibrations as I go to heal. I'm sending that positive energy, and for the person sitting has to accept it, has to accept the healing, has to accept that vibration. I tell you, if you're sick, still telling all you guys I'm perfectly healthy. If there's something I need to do for my health, please help me. Please encourage me. I'm perfectly healthy. I am getting better every single day. I am getting better every single day. So what you really want to do is try to get to that vibration of getting better every single day. That's what you're telling yourself. Whether you're sick, whether you're ill, whether you're not able to connect to the vibration at this moment, are you focusing your intent not today? You might not feel well today. You might not have everything going exactly you need the way you would like it to go. But a few weeks from now, how would you like to see it? It won't be exactly like today because you can't repeat today. You can only start to create tomorrow. You can create in the future. You cannot create behind you because that has already happened. It's creating the future. So no matter what's happened this year, this month, I know we've had a bad year with the pandemic, but whatever's happened this year, we can't go back and try to rearrange and reset and re-envision it. What we do now is figure out where we're going from here. And that all comes down to the power of thought. It's changing it, getting yourself a ritual of affirmations you do in your life. I have a whole ritual of affirmations I do every single morning. I have a whole ritual of affirmations that I do at night too. I do them at least twice a day. Sometimes I catch myself doing them during the day, but I'm always doing affirmations within my head. Not because I have to change my whole life, but I want the power and the movement of my thought to propel me to where I need to be. And that's where the power comes in by focusing it, Because when Jesus said, where two or more are gathered, there I am, two or more. Now we have that whole thought in our lives that two or more are me and somebody else. Me and somebody else. But if we really realize the two or more is your physical and spiritual. You're two different bodies, spiritual, physical. You have to get both of them in order. Both of these thoughts in order, the spiritual thoughts with the physical thoughts. Where two or more are gathered, there I am. See, we have that whole thought that everyone out there, I'm going to get somebody out there to agree with me. Well, it might be hard for you to do that. So you have to get your higher self and your physical body to agree with each other. And that's where the job comes in. That's where the vibration of understanding of how that works for you. But writing down, keeping a journal, keeping a gratitude journal, keeping some kind of journal within your vibration. Keep a journal within where you feel like you personally need to be at this point in your life. What do you want? What do you need? And once you figure out what you need, what you would like to have in your life, then you can start your affirmations of how to propel it within your life, how to achieve that vibration, propel the situation within your life. We always have issues of trying to believe if we actually deserve it. I'm going to tell you guys, everybody has life lessons, life encouragements, different things in the vibration when they enter this earth plane. A lot of the times we have our life lessons we have to deal with for us, our vibration. A lot of times there's other people's life lessons that we are collateral damage. We're trying to get other people, the group consciousness to where they need to be. So don't take things so seriously in your life because they worked out exactly the way they were supposed to work out. How things work out is the path we choose. Easy path? Not so easy, terrible. It's the path we choose, and that's where our thoughts come in. We choose the vibrational path that we venture towards this vibration in life. If you're expecting to move, you'd like to move, you'd like to be somewhere, but all of a sudden it's just really not quite happening yet. But you can get there direct route, you can get not so easy route, or you get terrible route. Your house falls into a sinkhole, you have to move, you've lost most of your stuff, You end up moving, but it's not the way you thought you should have moved. The thoughts were, I just want to move. Well, spirit hasn't thought of that. Sometimes they have a sense of humor. They'll do that for you. But give them an idea of what you want from this, what you can personally accept. That really works with the power of thought. It's what you can accept, not what you think you want or you might want in your life as far as thoughts. It's what you can personally accept in your life. What can you personally accept for yourself? That comes into the whole study vibration here of studying what you want. And there's an exercise I tell people to do when they're working on this. Is out loud when you're sitting. Now you can sit, people aren't going to stare at you. Sit somewhere out loud, under your breath or out loud. Just say to yourself something that you want. What do you need? Then get very quiet after you ask that. What does your higher self tell you? What does that subconscious mind tell you? That you can deserve it, you should have it, you're going to move there, you're going to have this. What does that mind, what does that voice within your head tell you? That is the voice your guides, your spirit is listening to. That voice, that connection. So you're trying to change that. So by asking, you could ask for $50 million. But the voice within you go, well, you'll never get that. That'll never happen. Oh my God, what are you asking for that for? Oh my Jesus. It'll never happen. So you're getting to a point that when you ask something out loud, that voice, that voice you have within you is on the same level as what you're asking for. That's what you're doing. You're asking for that. And when I teach the mediumship vibration of this, it's the thought of allowing spirit to work through you. You're asking for your highest and best thoughts, your highest and best vibration from the spirit world. If that highest and best thoughts are not as clean and as good as they should be, it's according to what you're going to be attracting from the spirit world, talking through you. So the lady the other day, she goes, oh, I want Uncle Joe to help me with my money. Well, Uncle Joe probably wasn't really good with money. Might not need Uncle Joe to take care of your money. Same thing with we might not need that guy to give some kind of guidance. Sure, I talk about guides, people in the spirit world that follow you, that help you, that guide you. But it still all comes down to you and your higher self. Connection to that higher self, that higher vibration of consciousness. That is where we need to get. Sure, the guides will help you, angelic presence will help you, people will help you, but you're still trying to get to that higher sense of consciousness in your life. So balance yourself. Whether you're grounded, ungrounded, doesn't matter. Balance your energy. Figure out where your energy is at this point in your life. Write down all the bad stuff that you think is going on in your life. Then write down all the stuff that you think would be awesome to get to maneuver yourself past the bad stuff in your life. No matter what's happening, there's always a silver lining. There's always a silver lining, a silver vibration. I had a reading the other day with somebody that broke their arm. She was, Lewis, this is not good. Spirit broke my arm. It's not good. I said, well, what if the whole connection to you breaking your arm at this point in your life is not really them breaking your arm? What if it's mostly because they have to get you out of your routine to place you where the people, the events are, they're going to affect you in a very positive nature. Because sure, you broke your arm, get negative about that, how bad this is. But what about where they're taking you because you broke your arm? Maybe you'll see a nurse, a doctor, different things in your vibration that you would have not have seen before, but you're going to see since you broke your arm. It's this whole vibration of spirit has a way of maneuvering us, sometimes easy, sometimes a little tough. But if we keep our senses about us, keep our thoughts in a higher vibration, a higher connection, we can actually maneuver past a lot of this. It isn't the family tree you were born under. It is the family tree that you create. A lot of us get so entangled with family drama that we don't move so far away from the tree. Sometimes the family tree drops off an acorn. It grows into a nice little tree, a distance away from the family tree. but we still consider that other tree our family. Might not be our true family we're born with, but the other family is awesome. So we have to realize that sometimes we're born in a family, not of a family. Don't get yourself entangled in situations that throw you completely off balance. If someone's not talking to you that are in the family, go find somebody else that will talk to you. If things aren't going the way they should be happening, then set your energy at a higher ground. Once you do that, the energy will then affect the people that are following you or trying to follow you and bring them to a higher ground. If your vibration goes lower, they will go lower. Your vibration goes higher, they will go higher. And that's one thing I teach about the power of this because it's very strong. When you want to move, my wife wanted to move. We moved to Tennessee, but for months she kept focusing on moving, moving, moving. And finally, this just all felt, we were within weeks, we were moved. We were there, boom, we moved. Same when we moved back to Casadega, it was not more than weeks. That Spirit maneuvered everything very quickly and brought us back there. The question is, the Spirit has a way of kind of maneuvering things if they're for our highest and best. Sometimes we want something. Say, you can wish for an elephant, get an elephant in your room, but what are you going to do with it? Thank God, Spirit doesn't allow us to have everything we ask for, everything we ask for, the vibration, but our house be full of a bunch of junk because our mind just goes off to different things that we might want. It's focusing your intent. Think of your life as you've gone in the store. You've given the store manager your list. Now you're patiently waiting up front for them to go gather your list in the store. Now, if you get on the loudspeaker or start screaming from the loudspeaker that, oh my God, I don't want that, I don't need that, I don't need that, they'll drop whatever they picked up, put it back on the shelf, and come back out to the front of the store and see what you want now. And then they will venture into the store again. If people knew that every time they disavow something, they go, oh God, I shouldn't have asked for that. I should have asked for all that. Spirit will drop that. They'll come all the way back to you and say, okay, what do you need now? Then they take off again. Then you change your mind. Go, oh my God, I should have kept what I asked for. Drop that. They'll come back, ask you again. What do you need now? And they'll keep doing that back and forth, back and forth, back until they get exhausted. Then you won't have anything happen in your life for a while because you're going, well, nothing's happening because your guides are exhausted from running back and forth, back and forth. That's why I explain to people the best thing you can do in your life is to sit, get a piece of paper, write down on the piece of paper what you think you need. Sit it there for a while. Don't get yourself entangled with that list that you put in motion. Kind of look at it for a while. Kind of get your ideas, making sure, fine tune it. Fine tune what you think is best for you. Ask yourself, do you feel good with this? Is it good for you? Does it fit you? Does it fit the vibration for you? Once you're satisfied with that list that you've asked for, then write or better, which you'll take better. Fold the list towards you because you personally accept it, throw it away. That's what my guide Lucerne told me. Just throw it away, but get your list down and keep focus on that list. Don't redo the list once it has been thrown out into the store. Allow them to bring it back to you, but keep the thoughts in that direction. If you want to be healthy, keep your thoughts on health. You want to be abundantly wealthy in your life, have abundance in your life, ask for abundance and keep your thoughts on abundance. Not lack, not less, but abundance. And abundance is a lot of things, whether it's health, balance, money, relationships, doesn't matter. What are you asking for as far as abundance? And most of us in this lifetime, if we had a bunch of money, we probably change our lives. We move somewhere. We place ourselves somewhere. We do something different in our lives. If we had the prosperity of money to have the free will to do whatever we wanted. But sometimes Spirit just gives us spurts of money to keep us comfortable, keep us where we need to be, but keep us encouraged and keep us blessed. So find that empowerment within your life, that vision. I have a lady I work with, and she has a vision, she calls it, a vision of what she should do. We should all have that vision in our lives of who we want to be, what do we want to see. When I talk about past lives, incarnations, living in other realms, other places in the spirit side of life, at some point you were extremely awesome. Some point in past lives, you had abundantly of money, you were extremely healthy, you had relationships that were extraordinary, you had jobs and careers that would just astound you in this lifetime. All these things were going on in these past lives. That energy from those past lives is now embedded or entwined within yourselves within this lifetime. We are the conglomerate and balance of each of our lifetimes we've ever lived. So we are a balance of that. We're connected to that. We have this idea of who we are. We're just trying to find ourselves, find who we truly are. And that's what going in quiet, going into meditation, going into quiet and listening to ourselves, going that vibration of quiet, silence, the law of silence, the law of like attracts like. And the law of silence has a lot to deal with this thought vibration within our lives. We might think the law of silence is this voice we're talking with, that I'm talking with to you. It's this out loud voice to hear. That's not all the silence that has to happen. That silence has to happen to the voice within you. You have to quiet that silence, quiet that voice, quiet that vibration. And I could teach you all kinds of ways to do that, and I will try to do some of those today. But I want you to try to, it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight and, oh my God, Lou, I got it down. I listened to your recording. I'm done. I'm good. I'm perfect. We're done. It doesn't work that way. Because sooner or later, something's going to happen in front of you that's going to toss you a little off balance. Someone's going to say something. Something's going to happen. You get a bad report from the doctor. Something's going to happen. Something's going to happen that's going to throw your thought situation off. That's why you have to train it. You have to train it to be more stronger, more balanced than anything that could happen to you. So you can stay yourself focused. We're still going to be connecting to the vibration. We're still going to be connecting to situations within our lives. But you have to realize that everything you do, everything you put in motion is for you. You might think, well, this is being selfish. I have to be in service of others. Well, we can be in service of others, but in this work, spiritual work, and connection to spiritual work, you will burn up like a firefly. If you don't allow yourself to have time for yourself, time for your vibration, time for your energy field, you have to take that time to rebalance, refurbish the supplies within your vibration. You have to, or you will burn up in this work and you won't do it. You won't even work on yourself anymore. You'll just be exhausted. And it could take you years and years and years to finally come back to terms to start working on you again. So don't think that the whole world's ills are your situation. Do what you can. Do what you personally can. Do all you can. But take that time in your vibration to balance your own energy field, to reboot, to reset, to re-envision, and then move forward. The list does not have to stay the same throughout your life. Get a list that would last you, what, a year? I'm asking for it. You can always redesign the list. You can always re-encourage the list. But if you get a specific money situation going in your life, get a money that you can personally accept. That you can accept it. Might want more, but to get a vibration of prosperity that you can personally accept. Work on that figure or better. Work that figure or better. Don't lower it. Same thing with health. Get an idea of how healthy you want to be. How healthy you want to be. You're going to be like at some point in your life, probably in this lifetime, you were extremely healthy. Or in a past lifetime, you were. Have your guides take you back to that vibration, back to that energy field. have your cells radiate that energy field into your body from that lifetime. Or when you were in a part of this lifetime that you were extremely healthy. When I was younger and sick, I would take pictures of me when I was healthy as far as I knew I was pretty healthy. I would focus on those pictures. And I made myself healthy, but I focused on those pictures of when I was healthy, not when I was sick, not when I was ill, but when I was healthy. I love when some people post all their pictures on Facebook, but they're sick. They're all sick. They're not feeling well. There's letting the whole world. You know what this means? Let's say you post your sick picture on Facebook. You look terrible. Oh my God. But now everybody on Facebook, like thousands and thousands and thousands of people, are looking at your picture. And their first thought is, oh my God, dear, you look awful. Oh God. Now we've got thousands of people sending back this energy to us, telling us, oh my God, you look awful. Why would you post that? I see, if I'm going to post a picture, I'll post a picture when I'm healthy. I'll post a picture when I'm extremely balanced. I think people think I'm balanced, but I'm balanced. Because I want people to sit by and go, oh my God, you're awesome. It's awesome, Lou. Your picture was just awesome. That picture you put out, posted on Facebook was just awesome. Now I've got 1,000 people looking at my Facebook picture telling me, oh my God, that was awesome. So I've got awesome energy. It works a lot with mediumship when you're doing mediumship. When you're going into an audience and you're saying, I'm coming over in this part of the audience, coming in this part of the audience, and I feel a gentleman in spirit. Now, I do that, but now I've got everybody in that part of the audience sending me positive energy because they all want to read. So I'm not collecting all that energy from that vibration to propel myself in a direction. Then all of a sudden, I feel better. I get this extra energy, I get this extra boost, and I know where I'm going, but I put the energy out to the whole group. Same thing when you're dealing with people. If you walk up to a whole group of people and say, oh, I'm not feeling well today. Oh, I'm so ill today. I don't feel well today. Then that whole group's energy will change from, oh my God, she didn't look bad today. She looks good today. That whole group energy will change that, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh, geez, oh, the energy will change. So even though we try to change the energy in our vibration, we have to look at what we put out into the world around us. What we put out into the world. And we start posting things and putting things in motion or telling people stuff. What happens is they start sending that energy back to us. And some of us are empaths. We have this little energy field going out within our vibration. We're empaths. So we're going to suck up that energy like a sponge. So now we've got, even though we're thinking like, oh, I'm not doing too good, now there's reinforcements coming to make us feel even worse. So when you're looking at this, write down a list. Figure out the best outcome that you would feel that would be the best outcome for this. If you're going to post something on Facebook, post a cute kitten. Post something cute. Don't post your sick picture. Post something cute. Then all this positive energy will start coming towards you in your vibration, especially when you talk to people. I have Rachel tell me the other day, Lewis, oh, are you ill today? Are you not feeling well today, Lewis? I don't know. My comeback is very simple. Oh, I was feeling just fine till you walked up. I'm feeling awesome till you walked up my energy field. Would you keep that positive energy going, that positive energy in your vibration, even though you might not be feeling now that day, I might not have been feeling that great, but I'm not going to tell everybody in the world I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling awesome. I might not be feeling that awesome, but I'm feeling great. So you start that positive energy flow into the spiritual self and into the universe. When we do meditation, we first started doing meditation here in Casadega, people would say, breathe through your nose, hold it in your lung, and breathe out all the negativity out into the spirit world. Really? When did I research and entertain all this negative energy that I have inside me? Where did that come from? Huh. Where did I get all that to breathe out into the spiritual world? And why would I breathe all this negative energy into the spirit world to contaminate the spirit world? I am this perfect kind of creation of God. What I breathe in from the universe is pure energy from God. When that energy touches my lungs, it touches the Christ spirit within me. And by breathing out that energy, I'm breathing out this positive energy into the spirit world so that I can attract positive energy back into my system. Why would you be breathing out negative energy? That's already telling you that, you're a negative person. Get rid of that negativity. No, see, it's when we start telling ourselves, no, I'm a creation of God. I am high vibration. I've been put here for a purpose. I am traveling a path that is defined by the God, and God is leading me in a direction to help others and encourage the universal energy. That's what we should believe in our lives. No matter what. Now, you might not affect the world. It's just, angels were saying that all this stuff will happen, but you will affect that part of your world that will affect others. In turn, they will affect other people, and it will continue to go through the universe. So what we're doing is changing that thought, that vibration. But please don't tell people that you're ill, that you're sick, you're not feeling well, and all this stuff. Tell them that you have something going on, but you are fighting the good fight, and you're bringing good, beautiful energy into your system. That's what you're doing. You're not dying. You're not doing this. You are sending beautiful energy out, because that is the thought we should always have in our lives. Is I am sending out positive, beautiful energy to affect the four corners of the universe at every moment, every second of every day. And that's what you're trying to do. So, but find that and then breathe. That's have that thought in your mind. Breathe and and put the energy within your system. Breathe out positive energy. Breathe through your third eye. Third eye, breathe through that. Act as if you're breathing through the third eye. Breathe through that. Allow that energy to dwell within your lungs, then breathe out into the universe. Breathe out into the universe. And as you breathe, it will start to activate the pineal, the hypothalamus, the thyroid, all the glands within your system, and start to secrete these endorphins in situations within your system to bring that balance, that vibration within your life to a higher caliber. But you're breathing through your third eye, trying to open that pineal and hypothalamus. You're trying to open and activate them as you breathe. So breathe through your third eye. Get yourself quiet every once in a while. Start setting your vibration and listening to yourself. That's a really good exercise. Just get quiet. Quiet your mind. Block out. If something appears in front of you, I don't care if Uncle Joe showed up. Just wish Uncle Joe well. Acknowledge that he was here and send him on his way. Bring your mind back to focus. Train yourself to go to focus. That's when I was a kid. My mother used to take the candles, put them out in front of me. She liked the candle. And then she would teach me, look at the candle. And if my mind wavered, I saw my grandmother, somebody in the spirit world, and they were wandering around. She would tell me to acknowledge them, thank them for coming, send them on their way. Focus my thought back to the candle. So that eventually all I saw was just the candle. Because then you get to focus your thought, train yourself to focus your thought in one direction. If you're meditating and you're getting quiet and you're thinking you should have put the wash on, I should have washed the dishes, maybe that floor is wet, I should have probably walked the dog, oh my God, and your mind's going off. No, you're learning yourself to focus, to block the rest of that out, to focus on one intention within your vibration. I tell people also to get a piece of the paper. Piece of paper. Write down on the piece of the paper what you think you might need. What do you need? You need perfect health? You need prosperity. What do you need? Write them on a piece of paper, fold them up, get them nice, fold them up, put them in a basket. Shake the basket up, pick a paper up, hold it between your two palms of your hands, hold it, and ask yourself, is this good for me? Yes or no? Now, you really don't know what's on the paper, but ask yourself, yes or no? Then open the paper up and see what it is. Is your touch of that, the inner vibration within your being, touch that? Did your inner being say, yeah, it's good for you? Or did it say, no? If it said no, it means there's something within you that is blocking that fruition or that continuation of it coming into your life from you. That's what you have to talk about. Say, okay, guys, you didn't feel good with this. I feel good. Let's have an understanding. Let's discuss this and have a discussion with your group. And it's very good. If you have all 15 guides that show up in your vibration and all 15 have showed up all at one time in your auric field, it means that they are having a board meeting and you are not involved. You are not invited to the board meeting. You are not invited. If all your guides show up at one time, you're in trouble because you shouldn't have all your guides in your auric field at every single moment. You should not. You have the ones that you absolutely need at that moment or that vibration within your life. Same thing with family members. Not all of your family members are good for you that are in the spirit world. They cannot help you with certain problems, certain situations within your life. The people show up that can. Whether they're acquaintances, people that you had some kind of connection to in this lifetime, they know what you're going through. So they're here to help you, encourage you. The ones you might want here to help you can't get you to where you need to be because they can pray for you, they can wish you well, but they can't help you. And really, Spirit is there to help us, not just to bless us and throw some holy water on us and just bless us. They are there to help us to this journey within our lives. So the connection here is finding that, is asking your guys, is this good for me? Yes or no? A lot of people use pendulums. They'll use pendulums to get yes and no answers from the spirit world. Use a pendulum, use a pendulum. Ask your guides yes and no questions from the spirit world. Ask them. Be specific with them. Ask your guides, okay, is this good for me? Use a pendulum to see if it's actually yes or no for you. But the question here is whatever works for you. And that's a big key when I'm trying to teach these classes online here is it's what works for you. You might do something with Reiki or crystal healing or pranic healing or some kind of modality of mediumship that works for you. Might not work for everyone, doesn't work for that vibration, but it definitely works for you. It connects to you. It connects to the vibration with you. You have to trust yourself. You have to trust your vibration of where you are. That's the trust. That's trust and all times in spiritual work. You must trust that your guides and your family members and your guides are near you to help you when you do mediumship. You have to trust the healers from the spirit world have circled around you, overshadowed you, so that you can perform a healing. That they are working through you, they are with you. You have to trust that they're going to be there. When I do Lucerne, when I do that trans-channeling with Lucerne, I have to trust that Lucerne will enter my body, talk to people, but then vacate the body and allow me to move back into my consciousness. I have to trust that that's going to happen. And that is trust. So you have to trust yourself too. And there's a lot of stuff that happens in our lives, either through family, relationships, all kinds of things that happens in our lives that impair little things in the vibration, put little filters into the mental fog, mental capacities within our lives. So by the time we get from childhood to into our late 30s, early 40s, we've attracted quite a few filters. Could be good filters, bad filters, not so good filters, doesn't matter. But we've collected them. And then spirit, what you want, has to go through every one of those filters before it enters the spirit world. So our thoughts have to go through those filters. See what you're thinking, what you're putting out in motion. You might say to yourself, well, it's not that bad. I'm not thinking that bad, look. But by the time it gets through all your filters, oh my God, what your spirit guides hear is, we could use a little worse. But if you keep sending those positive thoughts, that positive energy to the spirit world, sure, you're going to have moments when you're sick and you have to say, ugh. But don't announce your whole vibration to the world. I have a client of mine, she'll come out and eat dinner with us. During the dinner time, she will take out all her pills. She must have like 25 of them. And she'll tell us all about every pill and every illness that she has and what that pill's doing for that illness. But she wants everybody at the table to see those pills. Instead of taking the pills before she got to the table, bringing positive energy in the vibration, sure, she has to take the pills. Sure, they're creating things in her life, but announcing it to every soul in the place brings this energy from everyone in that place. Sure, you're going to get pity, like, oh my God, I'm so sorry for you there. Then you're going to get healing thoughts, like, oh God, I'm going to send you healing, dear. Whew. Then you get people at the table going, oh my God, I wish you'd just shut up about her damn pills. So you're not going to get this positive energy from the whole group. So now that starts coming towards you. And then your higher self, and your guides are going, oh, you wanted that. You put the pills out there just so they would do that. So you must like that. You must want that. So let's allow that energy to enter your system. That's how thoughts, the vibrations work. It's our movement. It's your deeds will wear you out, will put you out. It's what we propel in motion in our lives. If we allow everybody to know that our vibration isn't good, then people will do their best to try to help us, but a lot of the energy will not be good for us. The only one that can be good for yourself and situations within your life is you. Sure, the downtime comes. The vibration with thought goes to a level sometimes in your life. You have to kind of bring it back up. Sometimes the news is really bad. It's not really good. It's not there. So take a few moments. Weigh the possibilities. Figure out what it is. Figure out what the journey is. The ones who do most better when I took care of people that were ill and dying. The ones that were happy, encouraging, feeling blessed within their lives were the ones that had the most beautiful and glorious passing in their life. The ones that were miserable, mean, just very disturbed to their life, had the worst kind of passings in their life. That's the thought, the vibration, the journey we venture off into the spirit world. I'm not saying people are leaving the earth plane, but when you do, wouldn't you like to be at the head of the car? Wouldn't you like to be up in first class? Or do you want to be riding in the baggage compartment? There's still that choice, what road we take with our thoughts. And the thing too is kind of allow people to work with you. If you're married, you have somebody in your life, bless you. But try to get the person in your life on the same page as you, especially if you're living with them full time. They're within your vibration full time. They should be on the same page with you. You should both get on the same page. Say, well, if any one of us are sick, just send each other positive energy. No negative. Don't feel sorry. Don't do this. Send positive energy. And there were two or more gathered. There I am. So you're sending positive energy, not feeling sorry, feeling, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Send the positive energy. Send that vibration of positive energy to the individual. within your life. Get you both on the same page with prosperity, with growth, with different things in your vibration. While you're still healthy, your thoughts should be, I deserve perfect health. Or the reason why not. You deserve it. You deserve it. Been healthy in other lifetimes. Shouldn't be no problem this lifetime you're not being healthy. You deserve perfect health. Ask for it while you're healthy. What happens with that? You're asking while you're still healthy. So you believe that you're healthy. You understand that you're healthy right now. So you ask for perfect health, and for that or better, because your guides will allow that, because you're not asking any negativity or situations, you're not going off to that vibration. But it's when you're sick and your auric field is already at its point that you feel like, oh my God, I'm really sick, and your mind plays those little tricks over in the corner. And then when you're trying to ask for perfect health, it doesn't quite happen all the time, because now you are begging for help. Not asking for it, you're begging for it. Sure, prayer works as long as you get everybody on the same page. I get worried when too many people pray. Hopefully they're all my friends, people that are like me and really would like to have me here. Just feel a little worried when people aren't praying for me for the right reasons. I had a lady in my office that said, Lewis, I want to be here for my kids. My kids need me. My kids love me. My kids want me around. And they're praying for my utmost health care. Am I going to be around for my kids? I told her she would. So the first thing out of her kids' mouth when they came into the office, want to know when she was going to die. When were they going to collect the life insurance? Because they were getting tired of taking care of it. So here's mom asking to be these beautiful energies coming from the kids, but kids weren't sending so much positive energy towards her. So the question is we have to get people on the page who know it's kind of where they're coming from. For us not to attract, to allow that energy to reside within our being. Put our guides on notice. You have the gatekeeper that actually guards the gate, allows other people in, allows beautiful energy in, energies you attract, allows that in, the gatekeeper. Then there's the physician, the doctor, who has helpers, who has healing guides working with the doctor. That doctor is there to help you. So that doctor will go out and try to find information for you to bring you perfect health. Then there's the alchemist that is part of your spirit band. Alchemist is the one that creates stuff for you. Relationships, money, perfect health. The alchemist is creating. It's a creator. It's creating things with you to help you, to get you to where you need to be. We have to address the creator, the alchemist. We have to address the healing guide when we're sick. And we have to tell our gatekeeper to keep the door locked to certain people that come to the gate. If we allow them to come in, oh, I have attachments, so there's attachments all over me, they're making me sick. Nonsense. We only attract things and put things in our vibration because we want to, not because we're supposed to have them there. We allow them to be there, not because we can't get rid of them. You have 15 guides. Most of your guides can fight. They can kick their shoes off and come off the porch. So you have a few fighters in your group. Somebody tries to break in the gate. What are your guys going to do? Sit on the porch? They're going to go out. They only sit on the porch when you tell them to sit. Tell them to sit. If somebody was breaking into your house and you had a gun upstairs, what would be the first thought if somebody was breaking into your house? You would call 911 and you would go get the gun. You wouldn't lay in bed, cover your head, and hope to God whoever's breaking in is going to go away. Okay. That's the same thing with the thoughts. Thoughts are breaking in. What are you going to do? You're going to call 911. 911, it's your guides. Put your guides on attention. 911. You're going to get whatever you need, whatever weapon you need within your being to change the thoughts, change the vibration, change the energy, change that situation within your life. That's what you're doing. So if you don't change it, then it'll continue to become a habit. And that's what I teach in mediumship, to try to break people habits in this work, of going into a habit, going into something in their life that they can't break. They can't get whacked past it. Once it becomes a habit, then it's like bread in. It's like bread. Then it's awful hard to break it. If you keep telling yourself you're sick, you're ill, you're sick, you're ill, you're sick, you're ill, you're sick, you're ill. And eventually here, pretty quickly, it then becomes a habit. It's hard to change that now. Because now you've told yourself over a number of years that you're sick. And I love the ones who come in my office and say, oh, I wish I could just die. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm just so tired. I wish I could die. Really? Because right now you're sending energy to the spirit world. It's like a little Uber guy over there on the back said, oh my God, they want to come home. And they're trying to book the car and book everything for you so you can get you home. You start telling guides that. I have a strong impression from Lucerne. When you go to leave this airplane, nobody leaves this airplane too early. Everybody leaves the airplane when they are supposed to leave. At some point during your cycle, if you believe that you do not want to finish the contract, you do not want to finish it, you want to go back to the spirit world, you're exhausted, you're tired, you don't want to be here anymore. They will take whatever life force that you have left in your being and give it to someone who wants to stay here a little longer, wants to finish something up before they venture back to the spirit world. Why people have miraculous healings. People have all these beautiful things happen to them. They've taken energy from someone else who wants to leave. They take you home because they take you home. But somebody else that didn't sign up for that much time wants to stay here a little longer and finish something up. Spirit will allow them to do that. I believe that. I believe that we picked our time for our passing long before we got here. People aren't afraid. People are afraid of dying, but they aren't major. They're afraid of dying, but it's not like it's the dying that we're actually afraid of. It's the passing to the spirit world of how we're going to leave the airplane. Hopefully it's not in a fiery crash and a meteor from flying from the universe and hits us on the head. We want to go peacefully in our sleep sometime when we're just sound asleep and just head on over. Easy peasy, no craziness. And that's what we have to believe with our health, our being, our vibration, our travels on this earth plane. When you're walking around the car lot to go pick out your car, you're not going to pick the worst car in the lot and go, yeah, that car is going to get me all the way. You're going to try to pick out the best car that fits you, that's going to give you the best service down the road. So when you're looking at the thoughts that you're putting in your vibration, that is the vehicle. That is the vehicle that takes you down the road. If you pick the worst vehicle in the lot, it won't get you that far. And if it does get you far enough, it will throw you off balance. So it's that focusing, that balancing within your life that keeps you balanced. Not the reason that you have to go through bad things in your life. Sometimes the bad things that we think we're going through, like, oh my God, that was bad. What if that is a group life lesson for the universal energy, the universal group? Maybe you're affecting 50, 60 people, but you don't really realize that, but you're going through something that's affecting them. Ask your guides for the easiest path past it. You might still have to go through it, but it doesn't mean you have to hit the screen door at full force. You could take an easier way around the door. Sure, it might be a little painful as you move past the door, but it's not going to rub all the skin off your arm. But we believe that we deserve that. Some people say, oh, it's my cross to bear. Oh, oof, we got to go through this. Ooh, why? It's the ideas of how we move our vibration, our energy. So when you're doing this work, or if you're doing spiritual work, take some time for yourself. Don't feel guilty if you take some time for yourself. Put your feet up, kick your shoes off, relax. Don't answer the phone when it's ringing. Don't keep running to the phone because you think, oh my God, I got to help somebody. Someone's calling they'll leave a message. Don't answer the phone all the time. Take a breath, breathe. You can't be doing this 24/7. You can't. You have to have that time, a little bit of downtime that throws you kind of takes to let you have a breath. Realize that your journey is for your higher self. Your higher self will tell you. But if your physical body has been going through all this craziness, that voice will tell you something negative. It will. That's the voice you're quieting. It's not the spiritual voice you're quieting, it's that inner voice, that physical, that voice within your head, that monkey brain. Quiet that. Find that journey within your vibration, but allow yourself to find that journey, not just leave it somewhere, find it. Because I want you to have the best life that you can personally have in your life. But having that life takes a little bit of work. Takes you to understand, because I know the last year we've gone through the pandemic, we've gone through all kinds of stuff with politics, the pandemic. Oh my God, we could just go down a whole big list the last year or so of this. Oh my God. But we're coming through a vibration that's going to end here. People tell me, say, oh, this is a story. Like people come to Casadega and say, oh, you know, I felt negative energy. I've been in Casadega my whole life. I've never felt negative energy here. I haven't. Maybe I don't go there. I just don't go there. I don't go to that part of the store. I always see positive energy here, beautiful positive energy in this organization. I don't see the negative. Why? Is it going to change anything because I see the negative? No, it's not. But if I see positive, it will affect the vibration, because that part of positive energy will take effect and it'll start to spread. It'll change the negative energy into positive energy. So whatever attitude or vibration you have in your life, no matter what it is, even though it's going a little crazy, not quite working out as well as it should for you, and you're just like, oh my God, keep putting positive energy out. The more positive energy you put into this vibration, more affirmations, more positive energy, that energy will change. It will move to a higher sense of consciousness. It will. But remember, the power of thought. It is your thought. It's your vibration that controls your life. And I want you to be able to say, when you exit this earth plane and you get to the other side, say, ooh, I got off on a good part of the elevator. I got in a good space. I don't want you to up in the basement and the thing hit the bottom floor and you walk out and it's dark and gloomy and you go, well, this is not good. And your guide should be standing out there in front and say, oh no, it's what you asked for. Here it is. Make sure what you're asking for is the idea, the vibration, or the creation that you personally want to have. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. Thank you guys a lot. You know, we'll be in. I'll be talking next week. I'm gonna do one of the days that I'll be doing some stuff about doing readings and teaching you how to do readings live. So I'll be helping you a little bit with doing message work. I'm gonna put that up one of these Thursdays, and I'm gonna teach you. I'll give readings and I'll teach you how to do message work and how to work with that. How I would have a class here, and I'll have a class here on how to do that, how to do message work. So thank you guys. I'll see you next Thursday. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Lois.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
Great call.
Thank you. Thank you.
Blessings.
Thank you. Blessings.